Forehand is the most controversial, misunderstood shot in the game of tennis. It is one stroke in today's game that has been modernized. No one ever mentions a modern backhand, a modern serve, a modern overhead, or modern volley. While some parts of the forehand swing are slightly different than the way it was hit 30 or more years ago, the general stroke is still the same. The biggest difference with today's forehand is the grip players are using. The continental grip and eastern grip were the two main grip choices of professional pre-1980 players. Most pros today use either a variant of the eastern grip, a semi-western grip, or a western grip. Why have grips changes? Grips have changed mostly because the court surface have changed. Before 1970, most professional level tournaments were played on the grass surface. Errors on forehand techniques. Firstly, closed stance footwork. Stepping across the body with the left foot before hitting the ball, which this closes the body off to the court too much and inhibits body rotation, thus power and swing length and recovery steps. Stepping forwards into the ball with the right foot, opening the body to the wrong side of the court. This opens the body too much and making a take back non-existent. Secondly, no body rotation. As mentioned in the footwork, if you don't turn the body, you don't get any swing on the ball or power in the shot. After the split step, use the right foot to step open and turn the body out. From here, move into position and hit the ball. There are different variations depending on which direction and how far you have to move, but basically speaking, turn the body as soon as possible. Thirdly, no topspin. If you are not hitting with any topspin, chances are you have the wrong grip, incorrect swing, or poor preparation. This can even result in backspin if you are not careful. Topspin in when the ball spins forward, putting more air pressure on the top of the ball, making the ball dip into the court. This means you can clear the net by a safe distance, but make sure the ball falls into the court before the baseline of the other side. It also allows the ball to jump and forwards after the bounce. Proper technique for forehand stroke. Firstly, grip. How you grip the racket is very important for your forehand because the grip translates the feel from the racket strings that interact with the ball to your hand. Therefore, you feel what's going on with the ball and you know how to manipulate it. If something is not right with the grip, then your forehand will not have good control regardless of how your other external technique looks. While you may know how to hold a semi-western grip, which is what I recommend for a stable and reliable forehand stroke. Next, preparation. The first thing you do when you see the ball coming to your forehand side is that you turn to the side. The most common mistake is to use your arm a lot to go back. Instead, you should turn to the side and you should Prepare the racket mostly with your offhand. This should feel like you are pushing and lifting the racket with your left hand. When you are turning to the side, your right hand is basically resting on the racket and your left arm is doing all the work preparing. Finally, the drop. From the preparation phase, you should let the racket drop so that gravity can assist you with accelerating the racket. In a later stage of forward swing, you will start to take over with your hitting arm. Remember, if you want to hit an effortless and efficient forehand, then you want to use laws of physics to your advantage and make the best of them. One of them is gravity, and you can use it only if you let go. Instead of doing everything yourself with your arm, you let gravity help you accelerate the racket initially. Recommendation for the types of forehand shots. Firstly, topspin. The topspin forehand obviously use topspin, which makes the ball drop towards the ground faster. This means the ball bounces higher is harder to return. This shot should be played with an eastern or western grip. Secondly, slice. The slice forehand use backspin, which will cause the ball to bounce lower and also change direction when it travels through the air and hits the ground. A continental grip is needed to perform this shot. Next is swing. This shot is an aggressive approach shot when you perform a tennis forehand before the ball has had a chance to hit the ground, giving your opponent no time to react. In conclusion, most recreational players do not master all 6 types of forehand shots, but the more you can grapple with and get professional at playing, the more armory you will have. You will be a better attacking and defensive player and therefore be able to challenge different styles of play.